Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite chess journal YouTube channel. I hope everyone is doing great. And today logged we have logged in to chess24.com, and we would love to play a few Blitz games, 5 minutes only. And let's see what our opponent responds to the d4 that we have played in our first move. So they have played d5. Let's play knight f3. We want to play the London system, but here I recommend playing knight f3 first and then developing the dark square bishop. And what is our opponent's rating? He's an intermediate level player, and now they have developed their knight to c6 after playing here. So what are you going to do? Let's play e3, and our knight, this knight wants to come here, and they have played h6. These are the tempo wasting moves, I believe. Okay, let's play c3. We could have also considered playing c4. Now they are pinning our knight, pinning our queen or knight, I don't know. I think pinning the knight. Oh, sorry, pinning the queen. What am I talking about? Sometimes okay. e6. Let's develop this low square bishop. This is the best square. I need to watch out my time. I have only 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock, and they have more time than. Okay, let's. We want them to take this one so that we could have control on this square. So they have fall back with the light square bishop. Now what do we do? This is a blitz game. Let's try playing an attacking or aggressive game. So they have decided to capture our dark square bishop first. Okay, we are gonna recapture, and this allows us to gain control on this square. And they have pulled the light square bishop back. Here we've got a couple of options. We could actually push this pawn, but taking the light square bishop is here more feasible because we have weakened their king side. Now we are simply going to attack that pawn by developing the queen here. Position is still, I guess, roughly equal with a slight. Okay, let's castle. Now we want to launch an attack, so let's castle queenside. So we are giving away this pawn for this pawn. So they have also castled long. Here we are still gonna give them this pawn. We are going to attack their weaknesses. So this is a temporary sacrifice just to gain initiative. We are giving up. So they have fallen for the trap. Now first let's take this pawn, and this pawn is our next target. Why we have taken this pawn with the queen? Because we want our queen to be more active. So in one go we have captured their pawn and activated our queen. Now here let's take this pawn with the check. So the king has to react because okay, now let's develop this knight in the middle. That also gain controls on this square if the knight wants to jump here, but actually because this knight is pinned, our king is pinned. And here what do? We can jump here and attack the rook. Also attacking the queen. So if the rook comes here, then we are gonna take their queen first. So our opponent is Zeno Madriz. He's from Uruguay. Have you guys ever been to Uruguay? Let me know down in the comment section below. And by the way, those of you who have subscribed to this channel, I cannot thank you enough because you guys are my hero. And those of you who are new to this channel, please consider supporting the channel, sharing the love. Now we will be winning the rook. Queens are exchanged. And now here, due to this capture, it allows us to win the rook for free. They should have considered taking with the pawn. Oops, sorry here. My mouse is acting a bit strange lately. Now they have dived in. Now exchanging pieces actually cool for us because we're material up. So let's keep on exchanging pieces. Keep it simple. We have to consider that this is a shorter time control game and where keeping things simple and finding weaknesses and targeting them is actually the way ahead. So now we are attacking their weak pawn here. They could play here. Oh no, they cannot because of our rook. Maybe here. So they have played a nothing move. Let's grab this pawn. So now they have jumped in here, and let's defend this pawn actually. So we are material up, pawn up, so we are definitely doing better. Now here they are attacking this pawn. Okay, we can put this rook here because this has been guarded by our knight. Let's pre-move this capture if it happens. So that actually happened. And now why did they play this? We want to exchange pieces. Now we will play this one. No point in messing about. Here, cut the king out and then promote these pawns to the... Okay, we're not worried here. Let's push this one. Let's pre-move this. Okay, so next take this one because we don't want them to take that one. So let's get a queen. Let's get all of them queen. Here, let's take this one. Okay, they gave a check. Oops, oh. What is that? Let's take this one. Must sleep. Two queen is better than one queen, so that's check. But we're gonna make sure we do not fall for any stalemate thing. So we got a minute left. So yeah, they have resigned. So they want a rematch. So yeah, against e4 we are definitely gonna play the Pirc defense. Let's play d6. Here d4, develop the knight. Today maybe I'll play the fianchetto system. That actually allows us to play two moves, this one or this one. Which one to consider? I think breaking in the middle is better, so let's play this one first. So they have locked the thing and now we push this one. We are just simply playing methodically and with a little bit of knowledge with the Pirc defense. Now I think playing here was the best move, but they have played knight c3. Now we do not want to lock this thing, so we just open up the center. Now we are gaining, we have gained control in the center. Here, let's develop this knight first. Maybe this knight wants to go there, attack this pawn. So they have pinned our knight to the queen. What do we do? Let's unpin. And here, okay, so they have moved their bishop twice. Let's kick it out. Do we want to make it? Okay. That was, I didn't expect that one. So let's capture this one first. So they have captured our knight, and here we develop and recapture like this. Okay, so that is actually attacking our knight. Okay, we always look for check. Captures, fret, fork and pin, that's a check. So they have decided to block with the queen, and exchanging queens is good for Pirc Defense players. Now we actually, before castling, we can target this pawn. Let's target that pawn. Now we could consider castling. Yeah, let's castle. Next plan could be to go here, attack this one. Here the bishop is attacked, so we don't want our pawn chain to be disrupted by their. Okay, we can play here and block the castling or right. Let's play here, attack the knight. The first game was the London system game, and here this is the second game with Pirc Defense. So lately we have been playing a lot of Blitz game with these two openings, and that is fortunately what most of you guys have preferred watching. Now they're attacking our bishop. It's been guarded, but we can actually win the pawn. So let's capture. So here we can capture the knight with a rook. This is now okay. So they have fallen back, and let's put the rook here. Tag this pawn. We're just keeping our cool. This is only 5 minutes game with no increment here. This actually allows us to win the pawn. So they have decided to castle, and we can also grab this one. I don't see why we shouldn't be grabbing that one. So we are 1,000,000 pawns up. Alright, so how have you guys been doing with your chess? Hopefully, we don't want to open up. Let's lock it. Hopefully everything is good, and as a bona fide customer of this, I mean not customer, as a bona fide viewer of this channel, stop that one, of this channel, I strongly believe that your chess play is we can go here and pin the knight. Oops. Okay, they have unpinned. Your chess play, as I was saying, is that knight is pesky. Let's get rid of that knight. Your chess play is improving. Rooks belong to where? The open files. As the reason why I believe that your chess is improving is because we have talked about a lot of let's defend by this way. We have talked about how to improve your chess, revolutionize your chess, the strategies, theories. Let's target this pawn. These instructive games is definitely, if you can follow, and okay, this is a tactic. Let's take this one. So this is a back rank thing. I'm sure they're not gonna fall for that one. So this is the only way out, I guess. Why they resigned, I do not know. Should we play another one? Let's play another game. So we got a new game and a slightly higher rated player, and again we have the okay, let's play the Caro-Kann. It's one of the repertoire. So what is that? I think let's take. That's gonna allow us to develop our knight like this. That's not a better version of the CaroKann that the way they are playing. And if you're an intermediate level player in this rating range, you can also consider playing the CaroKann Defense. Now, what is that? That is actually defending the light square bishop, but that is a good bishop. So we have just won a good bishop. And here, I'm just gonna play here to attack the knight. So you can also consider playing the Caro-Kann Defense. It's an easy to remember opening with a lot of, let's try to open with a lot of potentials. Let's take ones. If they take with the queen, we'll probably take exchange the queens, keep it simple. Here under fewer time controls, I always recommend to keep things simple. Let's give a check. Okay, should we exchange pieces here? No, actually let's develop this one. So now I guess taking is all right. So I think taking with the king is good for them because of the fact that, yeah, so they know because of the fact that there is no point in castling in the late middle game. I mean queenless middle game. Here positioning of your pieces, and your king is also a piece. Can be a defensive as well as an aggressive piece. Positioning of your pieces is actually what matters in the queenless middle game. Our knight is awkward here. Let's come back. We want to dive in here or maybe control this square, both. We could even, funnily enough, consider castling here. Okay, but this pawn is now weak and they forgot that one. Let's remove this one. Okay, should we take with the knight or not? I think we can take with the rook. That comes with a tempo, and because of this poor miscalculation, their position is now crumbling. Do I see mate somehow? Yeah, wow. Checkmate is round the corner. Wait here, bishop c8. That's checkmate. Wow, that was a cool game. Should we play another one? Let's give him a rematch. Or a new opponent. So our rating, okay, we have another player. Now we have white pieces. Let's keep on playing the London system. So this is gonna be the second London system game. And I'm gonna play a bit aggressive here. If I mean, okay, come on. All right, Dutch defense. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, here I recommend playing here. The fianchetto attack. Now we're just gonna simply develop this bishop here. Here. Let's first put the bishop out. And now we are just gonna, this is like a little bit similar with the, excuse me, to the London system. Now this knight comes here, and as well as slightly similar to the English opening. Now here we could actually consider playing here. That's not too bad. Catalan type, yeah, let's do that. That's a Catalan type thing. So if you are familiar with playing free for openings, so they want exchange of draw square bishop. Okay, we welcome that. Now let's castle. We're not worried about this capture because we're gonna win that one later on, but castling is the priority. David, our opponent, I don't see his flag, probably American. Okay, that is a trippy move. Here, let's take. And now develop this knight. Yeah, let's develop it. So if you face the Dutch defense, you can try this fianchetto attack system that I'm playing here. Now we need to find weaknesses, but before that, let's develop our pieces to the optimal squares. We have only got 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. That's a good move. Didn't think of that one. Okay, let's put the rook here, unpin. Our knight would love to go in this square. That's a cool square. Lying on this one. But before that, let's first take this pesky knight. It's like super glued. Should we jump? Oh, by the way, yeah. I forgot this one. We just won a pawn, and now we're definitely doing better. So this is our weakest pawn. We gotta be worried about that one day. Let's actually dive in here. This is a possibility, or even this. And this could also be a possibility. A lot of good moves. Now that allows us to actually play this one because they have weakened their king side. Let's pre-move this capture. So this is a good game. Okay, what is that? But okay, that's a check. They need to take the rook, and we're just simply gonna keep it simple. Is there any okay, we can win another pawn. Okay, so you guys see that? They take, and we have a check here, winning their bishop. So always look for tactics in shorter time control games. I mean, yeah, not only shorter, in Blitz, Bullet, every time, everywhere. We could just go back and defend this pawn because they were targeting this pawn. Maybe, okay. This is our weakest pawn and they have played it well. Now we can actually push a couple of squares. So after this capture, this pawn is guarded. So let's capture like this, away from the center. This is a nice pawn chain. In future, we would dislodge this bishop's positioning. And now that is a threat of this one. Let's tuck the king. See, we have to always think from opponent's point of view. So what have we played today? The first one is London System, second one is Pirc Defense, third one is a Caro-Kann Defense, and this one is a Dutch Defense. I hope you guys will be enjoying this video as much as I am enjoying playing it. Weakness, this pawn, this pawn, this pawn and this pawn both are weak pawn. How can we target? We can place here our queen and target this weak pawn. Oftentimes they tend to forget. Now this is the defender of this pawn. Let's put this rook here. We are putting our pieces nearby their king. This queen needs to stay put here. So there should be something around the corner. Oh, what is that? What is that? Checkmate in one move. So thank you guys for tuning in today and watching these videos. And yeah, this is the Dutch defense, and the fianchetto attack, I prefer playing against the Dutch defense. And if you guys follow my short videos where I played a lot of bullet games, I played a lot of bullet games with this Dutch setup against the Dutch setup. You guys can check it out. And yeah, those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribing, sharing love and joy, and keeping me motivated. Those of you who have already subscribed, a big shout out to all of you. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks again. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.